Hello world. Hey, welcome to the Dig Deeper Network with your boy Cody G. Once again, tuning in. I appreciate you for doing that. It's been about a week since I put out a video, and I'm sorry for slacking. So I'm bringing you 2 videos today to try and make up for it, and we'll work on daily releases. Anyway, I've got a story here for you. I'm going to make this a 2-part story, and it relates to America and Saudi Arabia's relationship. Hey, by the way, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the show. Make sure you subscribe down below so you can get all the up-to-date videos. So I'm going to call this one Saudi Arabia Threatens the United States over the 9/11 papers. And y'all, I've done a little bit of research, a good deal of reading on this topic so far, and I gotta say, I was so intrigued by it that I had to just put something out there about it. There are 2 stories that are fresh within the past 24 hours that I wanted to put out. So, Rand Paul, if you know, he ran for the Republican nominee a long time ago, and he got knocked out. And it's kind of a shame because I enjoyed that he made sense on a lot of things that he was doing, and a lot of the, in the politics that he follows. But the thing with Rand Paul is, if you ask him a question straight up, he'll answer it with some common sense and with some facts. And that is what I'm not seeing out of Trump lately. And it's kind of bringing me down a little bit because I don't have 100% faith in the guy when he's just not direct at all. Anyway, Rand Paul is leading the bipartisan effort to release the secure documents revolving around the 9/11 attack. It's 2016, and we still have sealed documents regarding 9/11 and ultimately who was responsible. And guess what? Both Bush and Obama said that they wouldn't put it out. It would show that Saudi Arabian officials had something to do with 9/11 while currently doing business with us. So obviously this is something that's going to affect national security, and it's a good reason to put that out. But exactly why? Is it Saudi Arabia's responsibility? To me, I feel like had this been released a while ago, we would have known that the Iraq War was dumb to start with, and it's just official government documents telling us exactly who did it and what subsequently happened in the Middle East. Now, Rand Paul hasn't ruled out reading this document it's 28 pages. It's, they're all classified regarding national security, is the reason why 15 years later they haven't put it out, which I suppose he has access to it. I'm not sure exactly how he gained access to it, but it is rumored that it's going to connect Saudi Arabian government officials to the 9/11 attacks. And I really do believe that they are going to disclose what the actual purpose of it was. I mean, if something's been sealed for 15 years from the people revolving around 9/11, which is a very big deal to us, I think that there's something toxic. I think that this is going to shock the citizens, and they're going to hate it. They're going to hate it. For now, he says that he's going to go through the normal legislative process in order to unseal these documents for the public to see. So tell me, how do you feel, down below in the comment section, how do you feel about the 9/11 papers being sealed for 15 years as we've spent trillions of dollars, as we've sent many of our people where much bloodshed has happened, civilians being killed? It seems like these documents ultimately pull open the lid on something that has been rotting and decaying for 15 years, and when the public gets it, it's going to stink. Oh man, I just know it. So Saudi Arabia owns $750 billion in U.S. securities. Now that's them investing their national money into the United States so that their currency can be stabilized by the U.S. dollar. Not something that we talk about on a regular basis, or is probably largely known. On one hand, Since this money relies on the US dollar and selling their securities to, who knows, probably China will pick them up. China owns a ton of securities of the United States. They're going to sell it off. It's going to make a ripple in the economy. It's scary when Saudi Arabia makes some sort of economic threat to the United States. Because you never know what's going to happen. And guess what? Well, we're not broadcasting it because all of the people investing in the stock market are going to pull out when they hear news like this. So ultimately, something worse can happen to it, even though they're saying, although this would hurt their currency, they don't believe that this would be something viable for them, which I'm not going to rule it out. So, to sum it up, guys, here's an important statistic to know. About 10% of the United States oil comes from Saudi Arabia, and that takes up most of the Persian Gulf involvement for us getting oil. It's actually something that I learned just now, and I felt that was important. Most of our oil actually comes from Latin America and Canada, and that has a lot to do with the free trade agreement, I would assume. Anyway, guys, I'm not sure what this necessarily means. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is someone who we affiliate with, we work with. They might ultimately have been the cause of 9/11. I believe we have the right to know what's in these 28 documents. I think Rand Paul is somebody who, first of all, he's the only Republican talking about they're mass collecting our data. Hey, why aren't we talking about this anymore? Because we should. Hey, Fourth Amendment, we're all talking about protecting our Second and, our First Amendment all the time and how important that is, but we don't give a damn about the Fourth Amendment. Goodness, I hate to know what they think about the 14th Amendment, but it's way out there. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this video down below. Look out for the second part. I have a story that's relating to this bill that's being passed in Congress and Saudi Arabia, and it's specifically about how the Obama administration is reacting to this. But anyway, thanks for tuning into the Dig Deeper Network. I'm your host, Cody G. Check you next time.